Today we are going to discuss about the educational reforms in Thailand. To start the topic, let us begin by knowing the education system before in Thailand. So the Thai education system actually uses a teacher-focused lecture approach, which refers to how their lessons and activities mostly focus around the teacher's table or blackboard and rely solely on lectures and rote memorization. This is an education system which obviously discourages the development of creativity and individuality among students. But as years passed by, the 1997 Thai Constitution has recognized this and eventually made a move for education reform, which includes a lot of extensive provisions for a better privilege on education of Thai students. These provisions include free charge to 12 years of basic education, promotion of local wisdom, promotion of national arts and culture, and the development of the teaching profession. To support these provisions, these were then empowered through the National Education Act of 1999 or NEA in August 1999, which is an act that represents an unprecedented and long overdue break from traditional education. Meaning, the provisions and the learning reform must aim at enabling the students to develop themselves at their own pace and work on their creativity that shall be based upon the principles of lifelong education for all. Next is the implementation of e-learning in Thailand. Now, we will know that even before the pandemic, the education system in Thailand has already looked upon the benefits of implementing e-learning in post-secondary levels in terms of helping the universities to facilitate such student numbers enrolled in each passing academic year. The implementation of e-learning was supported through the Ministry of University Affairs project called UniNet, which provides national and international education network services to enable research and development to proceed at all universities of higher education in Thailand, hoping that through this implementation, it would allow the students to learn by themselves at their own pace as they are now able to study anywhere or anytime according to their convenience.
The effect of educational reform on the educational system of Thailand encompasses various aspects that contribute to its overall improvement and development. The first is raise the quality education through curriculum enhancement. This includes updating and revising the curriculum to align with current educational standards, best practices, and the needs of the society and economy. The current Thai education system stems from the reforms set by the 1999 National Education Act, which implemented new organizational structures, promoted the centralization of administration, and called for innovative learner-centered teaching practices, which better prepare students for future challenges and opportunities. Thailand also prioritized efforts to address disparities in access to education and educational outcomes among different groups of students. Thailand has long given priority to adult and non-formal education as a means of providing lifelong learning opportunities to the out-of-school population, initially aimed at literacy and primary levels. Non-formal education services have expanded significantly into secondary and vocational levels.
Good day, I am Eliza Crystal Alvera. So now we are going to talk about the effects of educational reform to the national development of Thailand. So first is the human capital development. The emphasis is on cultivating the knowledge, skills, and capacities of individuals to enhance their overall contribution to society and the economy. Second is the social mobility. It refers to the ability of individuals or families to move up or down the social and economic ladder over the course of their lives. It involves the potential for upward mobility, allowing people to improve their socio-economic status, access better opportunities, and break away from the circumstances of their birth. Next is the social cohesion. On the other hand, refers to the degree of interconnectedness and unity within a society. It reflects the sense of community, shared values, and mutual support among its members. A cohesive society tends to be more stable and resilient. Next is the technological advancement. Technological advancement in Thailand educational reform involve integrating digital tools and platforms to enhance learning experiences. This may include the use of smart classrooms, online resources, and e-learning platforms to make education more accessible and engaging. Next is the economic development, those to the sustained long-term improvement in a region's economic well-being. So, typically measured by indicators such as increased economic levels, employment opportunities, and overall standard of living. Next is civic engagement. So, the civic engagement in educational reform in Thailand involves encouraging active participation of students, parents, and communities in the education process. This may include initiatives to enhance awareness of civic responsibilities, community service projects, and involving stakeholders in decision-making process.
So, what reforms in other countries that influenced Thailand? First one is assessments and evaluations. Thailand has undergone significant education reforms in recent years, including changes to assessments and evaluations. So, these reforms aim to improve the quality of education, addressing inequalities, and prepare students for the challenges of the 21st century. So, for example, is assessment for learning or AFL. The education reform in Thailand emphasizes the use of assessment for learning strategies in which it focuses on using assessments to improve teaching and learning processes rather than solely for graduate grading purposes. So, teachers are encouraged to use formative assessments such as quizzes, classroom observations, and projects to gather information about students' progress and tailor instruction accordingly. The second one is the support quality improvements. So, improving the quality of education in Thailand requires a multifaceted approach that addresses various aspects of the education system. So, for example, the curriculum enhancements. So, reviewing and updating the national curriculum in Thailand to align with global standards and emphasize critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and digital literacy. So the third one is school-based management, which is a decentralization strategy that aims to empower schools with more autonomy and decision-making power at that level, like example, backgrounds and objectives. So the last one is education for all. Now, Thailand has made significant strides in education reform, especially in ensuring education for all and women, men, and adults, especially children. So here are some of the three things that impacted on the global community in Thailand education. So first is enhancing global mobility. In Thailand's education system, enhancing global mobility involves several key reforms and initiative aims at improving the quality of education, which increases international collaboration and fostering a globally competitive workforce. Example is global networking and collaboration, which is a thing that are actively participate in international education forums, conferences, and partnerships to promote collaboration, share best practices, and establish networks with institutions and stakeholders globally. Improving educational outcomes in Thailand involves addressing various factors such as curriculum design, teaching methods, infrastructure, teaching teacher training and community involvement. So example is the quality of the teachers in which providing continuous professional development opportunities for teachers to enhance their teaching skills, subject knowledge, and pedagogical techniques, and implementation of rigorous teacher recruitment processes and offer competitive salaries to attract and retain high quality educators. Now, creating future-ready learners in Thailand education system is involving preparing knowledge with the skills, knowledge, and mindset necessary to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Like example, they are focusing on the 21st century skills. In overall, Thailand's education reforms have made significant strides in improving educational outcomes, fostering innovation, and contributing positively to the global community's efforts towards inclusive and quality education for all.
There are two education reforms in Thailand that is similar to Philippines. First is the K-12 education system, which encourages the personal development as well as the growth of the career-related skills. From kindergarten to the upper secondary school, there is a constant emphasis on balanced development and holistic growth. This is actually good because it will ready the students to be capable in facing the demands and challenges in everyday life since they were practiced on how to do things that was offered by the vocational courses. Next is the e-learning. It moves education in the direction of learner-centered and can be facilitated most anywhere and anytime with equal or fulfilled computer facilities and access. Thailand to wants the students to learn on their own and can be provided with technologies since it is much nicer to the students to explore and learn on their own. So how can we learn from these two education reforms? In K to 12, we can learn by establishing careers because through K to 12 education system, we can get an NC2 certificate for completing the practice on our skills and will be our stepping stone to work according to the skills we honed and practice. In e-learning, we can learn through having a student-centered learning and allow the students to study anywhere and anytime at their own pace. Since there are lots of high-tech devices, we can study on our own in different places and explore what we really want to learn.